Today I want to offer you 5 tips for getting back into the drums and for staying motivated while you're at it, because that's also very important. This is also going to be a more in-depth discussion of something I talked briefly about in a previous video where we were talking about technique versus musicality, and we can really use that musicality side of drumming to keep us motivated and inspired playing drums. Most of us aren't inspired by a double stroke roll or practicing paradiddles all day on a pad. We're inspired by listening to great bands and watching other really great drummers who inspire us. The music is what inspires us. And then we'll discuss how to challenge ourselves and stay inspired and keep growing and becoming a better drummer. And my 5th tip really digs into what I think is the most important reason behind why we love playing drums. And so I hope it will help you figure out how to get to a place where you're constantly inspired and you're not wanting to quit. So I really hope this will help you out. Also, if you haven't subscribed, I hope you will. This channel is all about helping you become a better drummer, whether it's by helping you get back into the drums or stay motivated. Just like this, I get into all the non-glamorous, a lot of times nitty-gritty topics that help us become better drummers every week. All right, so how can we get back into the drums and stay inspired doing it? Here are the 5 tips. Number 1, find a favorite band or artist and listen to them a bunch. Listen to them a ton. Find the music that really gets you excited about drumming, and maybe it's going back to the music that you were listening to back last time you played, because that can be really huge. If you had a favorite band like in middle school or high school and that was what got you into the drums in the first place, go back and listen to that band and remember all those things that got you excited about drumming. Find that song that made you go, I want to be a drummer, and that made you practice and really motivated. The cool thing is that with today's technology, it's super easy to do that and go to Spotify, go find some great music, some great bands, music that inspires you. From there, number 2, find a favorite drummer. Maybe it's the drummer for that band or for that artist. Or maybe, like I talked about in a previous video, maybe go to allmusic.com and look at the credits for some of your favorite band's albums. See what drummer played on them. Maybe it was different drummers, or maybe the drummer who played also has done a lot of studio work and he's played with other artists as well. It's really cool if you can find that a drummer is a common thread between some albums that you really like, and you realize maybe you really like them because the same drummer played on them. That's a really cool realization. So really these first 2 points are all about finding music that gets you excited, finding a drummer that inspires you, who you want to be. Don't try to copy a drummer that you feel isn't you and isn't your style. Find a drummer that you really dig and you love everything about his playing and the music that he plays. Try to aspire to be like him. Practice what he plays. Number 3, and I've talked about this before, video and record yourself playing. So as you're working on these things, be your own teacher. Record yourself. If you've got microphones and can record good audio, that's awesome. If you don't, it's okay. Just record with your phone. Video is also important too, so you're able to evaluate things that you're playing and watch what you're doing and ask yourself how well you're doing at it. Be your own honest teacher. It's very difficult to be honest with yourself when you can't go back and watch yourself play, so make videos of yourself. This also serves to challenge you, and remaining challenged is also very important in staying motivated on the drums. If you become too complacent in your playing and you're not pushing yourself to go further, and you're not honestly telling yourself, hey, this needs work, I need to get better at this, a lot of times it is easy to kind of slip into just a same old and not really get any better. But if you're constantly working and challenging yourself to get better, you're probably going to stay motivated, and that's going to keep you playing. Point number 4 is kind of looping back in here. Learn the drum parts of that favorite drummer, note for note. Like, learn his groove and how that groove interacts with what the bass player is doing and how his fills interact with what the vocalist is doing. A lot of times drum fills are based off of the melody and the vocal line. It's important that in a fill you're not stepping on a vocal, instead you're interacting with it or reinforcing it. Great drummers are always great at doing that, and so copy those fills. Don't make up your own fills yet. Learn those fills, and then from there you can make adjustments and make it your own. Practice learning the parts that that favorite drummer plays with that band note for note. And so there again, video yourself doing that, evaluate yourself doing that, ask yourself how well you're doing. And point number 5, this one's kind of a big one. I know a couple of these we've moved through really quick. 5 kind of gets into maybe some philosophical stuff here, things that I believe about music, but ultimately I think we love playing music because of the whole community aspect of it. We love playing music with people we love. We want to jam with friends. We love jamming with friends. If we play with a band, it's probably not just because we like the music that we play with this band, but because we have something in common with these people we're playing with, and we love them as people. It's all about the community aspect. So really we're talking about playing with people here, finding avenues of performance, or at least jamming with friends The reason I think this is so important is because that's how I got really motivated playing drums in high school. I actually started playing in church, playing with friends who I really liked playing with, and we were playing great music together and playing all the time. And I loved it. It was very encouraging when you're playing with other people. And so you all have this common goal in your playing and these songs that you like. You all encourage each other, you build one another up, and you challenge each other to get better as a musician. And plus it's just a blast. It's so much fun actually being able to perform in public and play with people, for people, and it gives you this, it's like a higher calling. It gives you this higher calling to keep practicing and keep getting better. And that's exactly what it did for me. I know it's different for everybody, but most likely you fit into this human psychology where there's the selfish part where maybe you want to perform for other people, you want to impress other people. We all fall into that category. Maybe you need the support of other people, you want the encouragement of people you play with. You'll get that doing that performing as well. So find some friends with common musical interests, start jamming together. College was a great place for this. I remember jamming with friends in college after rehearsals. It was so much fun. Maybe you could volunteer to start playing at church or something. Play with a cover band. Just go out and play some cover songs. That can be a lot of fun. The idea here is to get started playing in some kind of low pressure environment where maybe the expectations aren't crazy high. You can just have fun and enjoy making music and be very motivated and inspired doing it. To sum up this final point, I get excited about playing music because I'm playing it with people. There's certain people that maybe I just love playing with, and maybe it has more to do with the people themselves and our friendships, our relationships, than it does the actual music or the venue or what we're even doing. And so I think that music really does come down to that community aspect. And if you can be part of some kind of group with that common interest, even if it's just jamming, that's going to go a very, very long way toward really getting you back into the drums and keeping you motivated to practice and get better and better. So guys, I hope this helped you out. I know that these were some points that have helped me out over the years, and if I could have watched this video back when I first started playing, it would have challenged me to get better faster, so I really hope it's doing the same for you. As always, a big thanks to my subscribers for watching my videos, and if you haven't subscribed, I really hope you will. I'm all about helping you become a better drummer through all kinds of tips and advice that I hope I can give you that I hope will help. A lot of times I'm covering the non-glamorous topics that are the less covered topics on YouTube, just trying to dig into those nitty-gritty things that make good drummers good at what they do. So I hope you'll join this community. Speaking of community and playing music, I hope you'll join all of us here who are working to become better drummers in all these different ways, working on all these different aspects of our playing. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.